Awesome. Thank you, guys. Clip number 2 on. Awesome. Thank you guys for having me. This is a great opportunity that I think we can have a conversation about our city and our state. I am running for HD 30, so that's Edgewater and Lakewood. That goes up to 26 all the way to Yale and Morrison, and Kipling all the way to Sheridan. So it's a perfect rectangle. We share Sheridan with Denver. So I know most of you guys are probably in the Denver area, which I do not envy you, because my district is a very nice walkable district. So we're already hitting the ground running. We've knocked on quite a few doors. We're excited to be meeting with people and kind of having that message there. I wanted to when I first reached out, I wanted to talk about the Denver music tax that was coming across, that our mayor was going to specifically be questioning about if we want to put another tax on tickets. I will definitely talk about that later, but I think the more important thing is this whole unity thing within our party. We have to be unified, but let me question the unification of ideas and policies. Because I am sick and tired and frustrated of a lot of candidates and a lot of parties on both sides not having solutions to these problems that we're facing. We all have frustrations, we all have issues, but we can't have politicians being all talk. So I have put forth, this week I'm putting forward 13 specific policy plans for my specific candidacy. The first one I launched yesterday. It is to solve the housing crisis, because that is such a big issue here. It is a crisis, no matter what people say. There is money there. I'm not going to say we need to offer these solutions here and there. My pathway forward is a CKA account, so a Colorado Keystone account. I've put this forward as a plan. It's very much like a health savings account, where individuals can take money from their income and have it pre-taxed, put into account up to $10,000 or $20,000 per year for individuals wanting to set aside money for a house. So that can then be put forward to the first home buyers to get into the process. The second part of that account does not end there. That account ends with homeowners as well. You can have that the life of your home. So that year when you get $10,000 or $20,000 with a couple, individuals can put that money towards improvements, towards fire mitigation, or towards expansions on their house. So it's a kind of like a HELOC loan that you're paying yourself, and it's tax-free. So if you make, let's just go off some math here. So if you're making $75K a year, you would only be taxed on $65K as an individual. That 10%, if you put it in this account, which would be a specific bank account for this, that would then be that tax-free money. You would only get taxed on it if you take it out for a different reason instead of a home improvement or a specific purchase for your house. And you can build on this. Other policies I'm going to put forward are going to be very similar to this. We're going to protect Tabor. We're going to align with the principles of our state, but we have to change a few things. I was an independent 3 days before running as a Republican. There's a reason for that. Our state is about 52%. I would argue with the people I'm talking about, we're in the high 50s, probably 56%. People are tired of both parties because they don't have solutions. The left has such an agenda that they are coming in and they're giving these free options, which I would argue they have more solutions than Republicans right now. They are terrible ideas and they are terrible solutions, but they have something on the table. And that's my big argument. That's why I'm trying to pull candidates into this race. If you have solutions, start putting them out. We're only almost 100 days away from this. We can't just be all talk. The voters are seeing that, and a lot of other people are seeing that. So that would be my challenge to other candidates. I love some of these guys in this room and then other people in the state as well. We have to have solutions because the people see that. Specifically for me with HD 30, we had the huge housing and rezoning thing that got national attention. My current opposition overstepped her position. She was kind of working more with the city council because that is a local issue. We pushed that measure and we beat them 2-1, which the doors I'm knocking on, that verbiage of those messages, you were voting yes to vote no, no to vote yes, we would have had such a higher number because I've had at least hundreds of people tell me I voted wrong on that because I did not understand the bill. So that is another thing. We need to make sure legislation is simple, organized, and readable. That's common sense, right? I mean, it shouldn't take you a day to read a legislation bill. And that's something else that I'm going to be putting forth, where not often single page issue bills, as much as I would love to have that, because we need to get that strict on our stuff. But I think there's other things, like you have the long bill with Tabor, like you have to have the accounts. But there's a lot of bills. We can streamline the process. And that's what I bring to the table, because I ran businesses, I toured internationally, I started businesses as well. We need builders and connectors in our state house, and then also higher up in office, because that, at the end of the day, is how we can then connect what our everyday life is, because they're not representing us. And I think, I would argue we're a few cycles away before, right now the D and the R don't really fully matter to a lot of voters. They want the solutions. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now, but I'm in Edgewater in Lakewood. My website is williamswitzer.colorado.com. I'm not a single issue person. There's only one issue on my website because I just revamped it, but this week my goal is a 13-point plan, and I'm kind of calling shots. People need to have solutions because I'm tired of it, and I'm not a voter. I stepped up to run, and a lot of voters are seeing that as well. So thank you guys so much.